With steps, pressure washing, and more. Today, I don't know why, but I'm making a soft wash pump. Or not making a soft wash pump, but kind of plumbing one. Our little $50 pressure washer broke that we used to apply chem to mostly wood, but I also used it as a transfer pump when making my mix in the garage. And that finally went out last week, and I ordered some stuff off of Amazon and kind of just piecing it together. But I have something in my head that I want to make work, and I'm hoping by the end of this video, what I have in my head will be what we end up having on the trailer. So let me show you what we have right now. So we got this pump off of Amazon. This is a 5.5 gallon per minute pump, just your basic standard transfer pump. It came with the small water filter, and it came with these little connectors, but it is for a 1/2 inch, and in order to do what I want to do, I think I needed to go up to 5/8, so that's what we're going to do. So we've got the 1/2 inch female to a 5/8 male barb. I've cut out 2 small pieces of 5/8 non-collapsible hose, and we are going to attach into that the part of this water hose repair kit. So we're basically going to just be, it's a barb with a 5/8 fittings so that we can attach a garden hose straight onto here. But what we're actually going to do is we're going to be using these 5/8 quick connects, and I'll take this apart real quick so you can see both parts of it. And this is just your basic garden hose 5/8 quick connect, but this will effectively, what I'm planning on doing is putting one end of this into this barb, hopefully a little straighter than this C shape that it's currently in, putting in a water hose repair kit, attaching that to the quick connect, and then I can just quick connect on and off with a small transfer hose, or doing 100 feet of hose, 200 feet of hose, whatever I want to do, just quick connecting them together. And that way I can transfer chem if I want to use a short hose, or like this guy back here, or I can do an actual soft wash or post-treatment or whatever I want to do with it with a longer hose. But we will see how this comes out. Currently I've just got it on the alligator clips. We are still in the development mode on this, so we don't even have a deep cycle battery. We're just hooking it up to our 12 volt on the pressure washer for testing and transfer. I tried it once with the 1/4 inch or the 1/2 inch that it came with, and I wanted to go up to the 5/8 so that I could have all of the fittings that make it easier to go onto my garden hoses. All right, let's see if I can put some of this together. It's about 44 degrees right now, so I'm going to have to go heat up some water to get these hoses a little bit more pliable. This is a little trick I learned from Joe Deary a long time ago. Take yourself some hot water and put the ends into a cup of hot water, and that allows the plastic to get a little bit more cooperative, especially on these cold mornings. These things were probably getting pretty close to freezing last night out in the back of my truck, so you just got to heat them up a little bit so that they will slide onto the barb. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. Because it is significantly easier once they get heated up a little bit. The answer to that is not hot enough yet. All right, end result is going to look a little bit something like this. Again, this is, I'll have all the links for everything on Amazon down in the description below, but pump here, we've got our inlet. We're making sure that all of these arrows are facing the correct direction. So this is the inlet with the filter, a 1/2 inch female to a 3/8 barb, a little 6-inch section of hose here, maybe a little longer than that. Then we've got a water hose repair kit in here. This one didn't go in all the way, so I will make sure but that's not leaking before we run any SH or any other chemicals in. And then we just twisted in this quick connect fitting. This is the 5/8 quick connect fitting. And then on the other side, we've got the same thing with the 1/2 inch female to the 5/8 barb, short hose, water hose repair kit with the barb in there. Then we've got the female. And effectively, this is so that I can do really anything, I can connect really anything in. So if I wanted to hook this up to a water hose, all I'd have to do is have the correct quick connect on the water hose end, pop it on here, and I can feed water straight through. If I wanted to do this one here, this is a short hose. This is what I'm going to use for my barrel or whatever bucket I'm pulling out of. This is going to quick connect right onto here. Then I've got, just like 6 feet of hose, and I've got a piece of PVC pipe with a 5/8 inch outer diameter pushed into it. That way this will be weighed down into the bucket. It won't just pop right out. Then the other side, I've got this short, I think this is also a 6 inch. This is actually an old garden hose that we actually used on our original rig. Back in 2020, we bought this, and it's just been sitting in my garage since we upgraded with the buffer tank. But this will work for clicking right in here. And this is just going to be, when I want to transfer out of my 55-gallon SH tank into my mix tank, I can just hook all this up. And when I want to use 100 feet of hose, 200 feet of hose, or whatever, I'll just quick connect it into this little short end here, because the quick connects should match up. So that is it. That's what we are looking at today. Let's get it off of the truck bed and get it into testing to make sure that everything is working, nothing's leaking, and we'll go from there. So this feels like a total jumbled mess right now, but I'm gonna eventually I'm gonna put this into a box and have it to where it's not wobbling around, and I'm just going to transfer some water out of this bucket and put it over here into this bucket. So let's plug it in and turn it on. We've got our alligator clamps that this came with, and I'm just going to hook this right on up to our 12-volt battery for the pressure washer. This is eventually going to need a deep cycle before I use it for anything longer than like 2 or 3 minutes, but let's give it a go. Let's try it out. All right, we've got suction, and we are transferring. No leaks. I love that. So of course, let me turn this off. So of course this is, still just temporary, but this is my first little soft wash pump. And it works without leaks, which is not my normal. When plumbing things, I usually have to try it a few times. Don't worry about the mess over here in the garage. It's a work garage. Alright, so my thoughts right now are I'm going to get a box to put this in so that it's easily transportable, and it's just not, out in the middle of everything. A deep cycle battery, that way it can run for long periods of time, and at least like maybe a Suttner soft wash gun, or maybe just something simple. I saw there's like a ball valve basically. I might just get that. That was like 20 bucks on Amazon, so. But for right now, I have a working transfer pump, and we're going to go from there. I mean, this is my first one. I feel like I am way behind on getting a soft wash pump, or at least a transfer pump, or an electric pump of any kind. If I forgot anything, if there's something that you guys are like, dude, why don't you have this? Put that in the comments below, because, I'm still figuring this out. I'm a little behind the curve on some of these things. And you guys have helped me out tremendously on so many different things. So let me know what I'm missing down in the comments below. And thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all be safe out there.